unbeatable, I'm unbeatable, I'm
I'm
unbeatable.
unbeatable. Couple minutes gotta score. Every time they wanna clash, the winners kicking through the door. I am unbeatable. Chances running out of stop, and we're running out the clock. I fail once, never stop. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah.
Merry Christmas and welcome to the British Basketball League YouTube channel. Take a break from wrapping those presents and settle down for this absolute Christmas cracker as the Plymouth City Patriots are on the road at the Surrey Scorchers. This will be the third time this season these two have met, with Surrey taking both previous matchups. And this will be Plymouth's first outing without their talismanic American guard and scoring machine, Taylor Johnson. Can Plymouth put up a fight without him? Well, here to answer that question is another Taylor, Jordan Taylor of the London Lions. He's alongside Tahir Hijab.
Well, thank you very much, Jeanette. Welcome to the Surrey Sports Park for British Basketball League Championship action. 8th place Surrey Scorchers take on 10th place Plymouth City Patriots. They both need a vital win. Surrey winning the last of these two matches between these two teams. They're 8-4 head-to-head, but a guy who knows a little about winning and game-winning buzzer beaters. Man like Jordan Taylor in the house.
Oh my God, I'm here. Sometimes they say winning's supposed to be fun. That's a little more nerve-wracking, but hey, a win is a win. I'll take it.
W's all over the place. Well, let's find out how these two teams will line up today. The Surrey Scorchers. Without Justin Robinson, we'll start with Josh Steele, Saquon Jameson, Paddy Wang, Abdul Mohammed and Cameron Gooden. So we'll see how they go with this one. Obertor is also on the bench. He could potentially make his debut today for the Scorchers. And for the Plymouth City Patriots, no Taylor Johnson. But Elvisi Dusha, Joe Hart, Jacob Wiley, TJ Atwood and Spencer Levy will start. Mason Faulkner will be coming off the bench. We'll take a look at some individual players, individual talent. Andrew Lawrence up first, JT.
Andrew Lawrence is a 33-year-old floor general. His game is aging like fine wine, though. He provides a steady hand for Coach Lloyd Gardner, and without the two-time MVP Justin Robinson, look for him to play with tremendous poise and calm and set the tone for Surrey even off the bench.
We'll be looking forward to that mulled, spicy, fine wine. Let's see who we matching up against. Mason Faulkner.
Mason Faulkner, he's a lot of fun to watch, man. He's becoming one of my favorite players to watch. Plays with a lot of tenacity, coming off a huge 18-7 performance against the league-leading Lions.
Well, it's time to head to a break. We'll be back with you very shortly with this big game in the British Basketball League Championship. Welcome back to the Surrey Sports Park. There is head coach Paul James of the Plymouth City Patriots. He'll be thinking about how he's going to deal with losing those 17 points per game, 6 in the lead in scoring. Taylor Johnson, he had 24 the first time these two met and 17 in the second game. JT, it's going to be a vital miss for them.
It's going to be a vital miss, but they did not have Mason Faulkner last time these two teams matched up, and they do have Tyrell Green, who is an absolute bucket, and he can fill it up in a big way.
Well, let's find out how this one unfolds as we get tip-off underway here in the British Basketball League Championship. 8th versus 10th position. Important game for both teams. It was close both times they played, one overtime game and one 2-point finish. Hopefully, this one will be a good one. Let us know your thoughts in the YouTube comments section on how you think this one's going to turn out. And getting this game started, TJ Atwood goes to his right hand, rebounded by Paddy Wang.
That's going to be a big emphasis for Coach James. Get downhill. It seems like he's trying to get TJ Atwood going early. He struggled a little bit as of late, but the interior defense for Surrey is weak.
3-ball goes up. Josh Steele from downtown opens up the scoring in Surrey.
Yep, and that's what they do, shoot threes. A big key for Surrey coming into the game is going to be decision-making from Cam Gooden and Paddy Wang and aforementioned Andrew Lawrence. But when they get paint touches and they spray out to shooters, they are a tough team to guard. #1 in three-point attempts in the league.
Well, here is Atwood looking to find Levy. The handoff now to Dusha. Skipping it across. Small rotation. Here's Wiley, throws up a wild shot.
Yeah, that's not how they drew that one up. You want to get a better shot than that. But good defense by Surrey. They have to change up their defense. As we mentioned, they don't have shot blockers and they're small, so they have to mix it up.
Shaquan Jamison, he gets his first 2 points of the game, second in the league in rebounds, and a 5-0 start to this game.
Perfect start if you're Coach Gardner. 2 really good shots.
Trying with the oop there. Levy tries to find Wiley at the top. Now, Mohammed. Ball rotation inside to find Jamison, but a really awkward angle.
Yeah, it's a tough finish. I think if you're Jamison there, you're big enough, strong enough, you can come down with that and go up and use the glass, make it an easier finish for yourself.
Ball rotation, Joe Hart, we know he can shoot them, and there is his first 3-point of the game.
That's what he does. He can fill it up from 3. He's shooting only 31% on the season, but when he gets hot, he can get hot quickly.
South End on C's finest, Joe Hart, has been part of some great establishments over the years as Jamison misses that one. Played at the South End Swifts as a junior. Blair Academy in the States in New Jersey. He's played in Spain and several places, but there's the jam. Early doors. Why are you getting up?
That's what Plymouth has to do. They get steals, get out in transition. They are last in the league in points per game, but they're 4th at 8 a game in steals. So when they can get out, get easy buckets, that's going to jumpstart their offense.
After a little sluggish start, the Patriots put in points on the board. Here's Wang, in and out dribble, tries to bounce pass to Jamison. It comes off his own leg, and now the Patriots will have that back.
That is what drives Coach Gardner crazy. Paddy Wang has struggled with turnovers. He's a tremendous playmaker. Like we said, he can get in the paint at will, but he needs to make good decisions when he gets in the paint, as you see Dusha making a good one there.
Oh, that's a huge block from Paddy Wang. Cam Gooden breaking away, and there's a whistle call. And let's find out what it is here. Here's that pass first and foremost. Nice find inside, but Paddy Wang off the ball, coming across, swiping it. No easy looks around here.
Paddy Wang, that's what he does, man. He can erase people on the defensive end. Makes up for that turnover on the offensive end.
Looked like there was a foul in transition there, and so the Scorchers have possession back. Here comes Gooden. Off the dribble, 2 in the paint. Wang. 3-ball Gooden. And he misses that one. You know what? A player that I've seen inconsistently perform this season. Cam Gooden, he gets good looks at the basket, but whether he's going to make those shots depends on the night, as Atwood goes to the reverse.
You know what? A lot of those times, he's capable of making those shots. He's coming off of an 18 in 3 games, 6 of 11 from the floor. Probably his best statistical game of the season. For him, it's a great pass there from Muhammad to Steele. But for him, it's all about decision-making. As we said, when he can get in the paint, he's small. It's tough for him to see sometimes. But when he's got his feet set and they're getting good shots, he does well.
That is probably one of the most dramatic double dribble signals from a referee I ever seen. It was like he was on bongo cam that you have in the arenas. We got to see that back. Come on, show me, ref. There it is.
Well, Dusha got away with a carry first, and I can't comment on the rest, man. I like my money. I don't even know if we get fined for commenting on the rest, but I'll abstain here. They're good right there. That's what he needs to do, get in that mid-range. That's a good shot for him. He's got his feet set, he's on balance, and that's when he's at his best.
Surrey Scorchers in the lead by 2. Hart. Levy fakes the handoff. Sets the screen now for Atwood. Ball moves to the right-hand side. Developing offense here, and they find Wiley as Dusha drives baseline.
Good patience there from Dusha. He's going to have to be another guy who steps up in the absence of Taylor Johnson. Wiley kind of got away with cutting into the action, but it ended up all right for him.
End-line possession now will stay with the Surrey Scorchers. And let's take a quick look at that last assist from Dusha. It's the same play here.
Dusha gets that empty side ball screen, is what we call it, when you have a loaded side and you force the help from the top side. And I said Wiley cut into it. Normally that brings another defender, but Surrey wasn't prepared for that, and they got away with the mistake offensively.
Jamison battling against Levi. Or should I say Levy? He gets the 2 to go Dusha. Now with Atwood, he's got a one-on-one here with Josh Steele back to basket. Spins to the right, spins to the left, and watch out. Uh-oh. Smoky dunks, rib check. Can't get that one.
Yeah, that's tough. You got to finish those easy ones.
I know you're going to be fuming as a PG. You give that dime.
Yeah, you'd be absolutely disappointed, and those are something that changes momentum right there. Those are the shots from Gooden that you think you can get a better one, but hey, who am I to comment?
Here is Wiley. Back up top, Atwood. Hart. Levi fighting down low for his position against Steele. He had the mismatch. The foul is called on the floor, no basket. Foul will be called, I believe, on Steele. And battling for position. Levi almost gets his chance to score. But it's time for a quick break. We'll be back with you very shortly, as it's a tied game early on in this one. Welcome back, Coach Lloyd Garner. He's giving out defensive instructions as the Plymouth City Patriots get the ball back into play. Tied game here in the first quarter, 9 apiece. Ball rotation now as Faulkner's checked into the game for the first time. Wiley fading away, rattles in and out. How's Faulkner going to change this dynamic, JT?
Faulkner, he brings in a lot of energy both defensively and offensively. Another missed dunk, but Patty Wang went aggressive. This is how he's going to change it right here. Getting out in transition, distributing the ball. Tough finish from TJ Atwood, but that's what Faulkner does. He's going to find his guys, and once he gets his guys going, that's kind of when he heats up and starts making shots. He's a tough player.
Rocking the baby TJ Atwood up and under on the other side of the rim. Here come the Scorchers. Abdul Mohammed. I'm really sad that Paddy Wang missed that dunk, but I'm also happy because you were in full flow as well.
Yeah, Patty normally doesn't miss that dunk, but those are one of those things that you can't miss those dunks because the basketball god is going to lead to 2 points. That's a 4-point swing in a game that's sure to be tight. You need every single one of those easy buckets that you can get.
Well, here's Gooden, ready to inbound. Long safety pass out to Cooper. 3-point specialist from the Scorchers. Here's Gooden going downhill, up against 3 defenders. Jamison following up on the play and tipping that one in.
Tough finish from Saquon Jamison. Cam Gooden, that's what we talked about. He gets in the paint. He draws 3 defenders, as you said. He's got to kick that out to Patty Wang. That's how you raise 3-point percentages. That's how you get good shots and get your defense set.
Well, 3-point shooting as Wiley goes to the left. It's something that the Surrey Scorchers enjoy doing. They take the most threes per game at the moment, around 33-point attempts per game, and they make the most. Not with the best percentage, but they make the most with 10 per game. It's an obvious style or characteristic of their gameplay this season.
Bit of that new school basketball that Coach Gardner brings to the table. Shoot a lot of threes. Shooting 34, 35%. If you look at leagues like the NBA, that's typically league average. Play the analytics game, that's generally more than 1 point per possession, which is you're winning that way. If you're coming out, you got 100 possessions and you're scoring 105 per game, then 110 per game, then you like your numbers there.
Well, Surrey Scorchers' record will suggest that they're developing that style of play at the moment with their record.
6-13 though, they're sitting right at the edge of the table, fighting for that final playoff spot if we were to start today. And you know what? It's not the 3-point stuff for them. It's other things. They're small. Coach Gardner does a great job at mixing up defenses, but they do have other disadvantages, specifically defensively. But they're getting better and better each game, and it's been fun to watch their growth throughout the season.
Well, here is TJ Atwood. Wiley missed that second free throw, second chance opportunity. Well, that's gone. Here comes Paddy Wang. He's trying to split the defenders here. Paddy Wang, he got caught up in the arms there. The foul will be called. He'll head to the line for 2 shots.
Paddy Wang is tough in transition. If you give him numbers like that, he can take it in amongst 2-3 guys, and he still might come away with the foul or a finish. Right now, Jacob Wiley, he has to calm down, take a deep breath. He's missed a dunk at the rim. He's missed a couple tough shots. You can see the frustration coming out. He tried to post up a smaller Paddy Wang. He's kind of breaking the plays right now and taking Plymouth out of rhythm. And I think he needs to, just let the offense come to him. He's a very talented guy. Don't force the mismatch. You slow down the offense that way and get the whole team out of whack.
Oh, there he is. He's showing his frustration as he's taking a breather. Jules Dangakodo checks into the game as Wang will knock down the first of his 2 free throws. Surrey Scorchers fans, the faithful, out in their numbers yet again at the Surrey Sports Park to support their team. And they've been treated to some great victories. 3, in fact, at home, and they have 3 wins on the road. The Plymouth City Patriots are yet to win an away fixture this season.
Not won too many games this season, just 2-15. One of those coming against my London Lions, unfortunately. But, I think with the loss of Taylor Johnson and, maybe a bigger role for Tyrell Green and Mason Faulkner, it might be addition by subtraction. We'll see.
Well, Green is into the game as Levy moves the ball now. Atwood, mid-range, good to go.
That's what he brings to the team. He does a little bit of everything. I like to compare him to LeBron, not obviously in the sense of talent, but in play style. He can pick up the ball full. He can pick up the ball full. He can shoot from the mid-range. He can take you to the low post, shoot from 3, which is what Quinn Cooper can do very well.
He can shoot it. That's right. Quinn Cooper from way downtown. You don't want to let him get started. Here's the drive now inside. Akodo, right-handed float. Scrappy play, but every point counts, and he'll be happy that went in.
Akodo, that's what he does. He can score. He can fill it up. Mason Faulkner makes his job easier when he doesn't have to play the point position, as a tough finish there from Andrew Lawrence doesn't go in.
Here come the Patriots, Faulkner, and he doesn't see Andrew Lawrence coming back into the play. No foul call here, and eventually it will be called. Both players put their hands in the air. Faulkner retreats to get in front, but doesn't quite get to the spot before him.
Yeah, Mason Faulkner makes a mistake there and then compounds it. Just doesn't see Andrew Lawrence coming back in the play right there. Nice job by him not to give up on the play, and then Faulkner just makes a foul out of frustration there. Not a mistake you typically see him make, but it does happen from time to time when you handle the ball so much.
Ball into play from Lawrence to Wang. Finds Lawrence back off the inbound. That's a shot that's a little long.
Long shot, but you're encouraged by, if you're Coach Gardner, because that's a great decision by Patty Wayne. Got the mismatch, made the right decision. That's a shot Lawrence normally can knock down.
The foul is called here. Green lets go of a three. That was an even longer three-point attempt there from Green, but the foul called on the fight for the rebound. Patriots get that one. Here we go. Rotation, catch, shoot, and under the basket, Quinn Cooper holding on to Levy. Two different Samata types. Ball into play, Dangakodo straight into Faulkner. Nice body control, cool control finish.
Good finish there by Faulkner. Great pass by Akodo. Someone might have to close the windows down there in Surrey with all these air balls coming right now, but you know, that's good rotation right there. That one looked better, but you know, they have to just continue to move the ball like that. Those are good shots for Surrey.
Here's Atwood. Behind the back, to the spin, to the right hand. Oh, sweet baby, sweet music.
Tough move there by Atwood. What did I tell you? Didn't I say LeBron? Behind the back spin move? What did I tell you? What did I tell you? That's a tough move by TJ Atwood. He's a handful when he gets in the paint.
Okadengbi inside Elliot Bailey. Good to go. Bailey doing the dirty work underneath the rim, and a few words being shared here between the Patriots players and the Scorchers players. Faulkner wants to have a conversation, and Teo, Andrew Lawrence keeping cool, calm, collected heads in that situation.
Getting a little chippy out there. First, here's the bucket. Good ball movement there. Gets the foul underneath. Elliot Bailey, that's what they need from him to finish around the rim. Bring a consistent backup, and there's the tough left to right spin by Atwood. Get in the rim. Patty Wang's too small right there. Mason Faulkner, though, he's chippy, man. We got to play him last week. He got chippy with us. He's an emotional player, but that's what he does. He's tenacious. He brings that fire for Plymouth. Those are guys you love to compete against, man. They're fun to compete against. You get to talking after the game. It's all love. But he's a competitor, man.
Well, he's got to have that competitive edge. He played at Louisville Cardinals, you know, last year of college for him. That's a big-time program.
Louisville is known for their guards being chippy, talking a lot, getting after you defensively and offensively, and he definitely represents that mold of Louisville.
Here's Faulkner now, almost crosses himself up. Now into the hands of Green. Screen comes for Levy. Nice roll off it. Easy ball movement. Atwood, don't jump, young sir. Here's the finish.
Can see the growth from both teams. That's a beautiful pass from Jules and a great, even better extra pass from Livy. Great cut by Atwood as Patty Wayne getting downhill again.
Foul is called here. And let's take a look at this. Faulkner looks to almost end the possession for himself, but Green keeps it going. It's the pick, the roll, the extra pass, as you said, JT.
There's that empty side step up, as we've seen a couple of times from Plymouth already in this game, and what that does is isolate that bottom defender. As you see, Surrey has to step out with Bailey, hit the roll man, and the corner guy on the weak side cuts. It's tough to guard. You have to rotate and be on the same page, which Surrey has not so far in this first quarter with that particular action.
Wang makes the first of those two free throws. And Bailey, he's had a tough job. You know, Jordan Hunt has quite a few injured games. You know, Saquon Jameson's only going to be able to play a certain amount of minutes. Bailey's had to try and fulfill that role. That wasn't going to be his role within the club this season, but he seems to have done okay.
Yeah, he does a good job coming in. When he's finishing around the basket, that's probably one of his biggest challenges, being undersized, playing against bigger bodies like Levy. But, you know, when he's doing that, that's all you can really ask of him.
Shot goes up there, and that is out of bounds. Scorchers will get that one back on their own baseline. And they'll have the final possession of this quarter. They lead by 3.4 seconds. And we're going to see something special. Paddy Wang throws it up, and that's way off. No basket on that one. But an entertaining first half of basketball, 22-21 the score. The Plymouth City Patriots in the lead. Let's find out how it all unfolds in the second quarter after the break. Welcome back for second quarter action. British Basketball League Championship. TJ Atwood, JT, he's going off 10 minutes, 10 points.
Yeah, he's getting in the paint. He's a mismatch nightmare for a lot of teams in the league, not just Surrey. But Surrey is last in blocks, only 1.7 per game, not much of a rim protector. And as you mentioned, not going to see a lot of Saquon Jamison and Jordan Hunt. So TJ Atwood has to keep attacking that rim. 5 for 6 from 2 right now. He can get whatever he wants down there.
Quinn Cooper, he curls off the screen to find his look, and the ball's, or should I say the offense, is kept alive here for the Surrey Scorchers. They'll get the ball on the sideline. Andrew Lawrence ready to inbound this one.
Nice ATO there from Coach Gardner. He loves to run those stagger actions to get Quinn Cooper shots, and when Quinn Cooper's making shots, that opens up a lot of things for the Surrey Scorchers.
Bailey just about gets the pass off. Quinn Cooper tries to find it again. Lawrence rip through, drive. No good for him, and a rebound for Dangakodo. Faulkner. Hezzy slips, keeps it up, keeps it alive. Double teamed, and great work there from Bailey. He secures the ball. Lawrence. Ball back to him in his hands. 3 ball for Lawrence, in and out. Here comes Dangakodo.
Love those first 2 possessions from Surrey. A lot of ball movement, 2 good shots. I think Lawrence actually got fouled on that first one. Faulkner got away with one.
Green, he goes to the right-handed floater. A little bit flat, so bounces off the back of the iron. Lawrence now will set up the offense. Screen up top from Bailey. Lawrence getting 2 feet in the paint again, and Bailey's putting himself about here and just overstretches and commits the foul. We've got a little bit of, I'd say, listen, you'll call it soccer, we call it football, of course, JT. A little bit of how we react to fouls. Faulkner's gone down holding his face.
Physical play there from Bailey. Lawrence there got in the paint, thought he got fouled again. 3 straight possessions now where he's gotten a shot off there. I would like to see a little bit more ball movement as he has contact. Faulkner seems to have lost his contact with that swipe from Bailey.
Oh, well, then I take it all back. You're going to take your contact lens out? Oh, man, you know what? He's going to have to take that to the bathroom and wash it. I've definitely been in this situation before. And contact lenses coming. I had one break in my eye while I was playing, but anyway, this situation here, he's got to make sure he gets that clean. Otherwise, tomorrow, that eye might be staying close together.
It might be a little stink. I got LASIK, and that was the best thing I ever done because there was too many times where I got a contact knocked out and had to try and pick it off the floor. If you don't put the dirty contact back in your eye, then people are looking at you like you're soft. So.
Yeah, well, he's put it straight back in. Here we go, Faulkner. Let's see, he might go 30 points now. Here's Faulkner, ball rotation. 3-ball, Dangakodo rattles in and out, rebound for Jameson. Scorchers push things forward. It's a quick shot compared to their other possessions in this game. End to end at the moment as Atwood sits down, fires up the triple. Dangakodo tries to tip it to Wiley, but Scorchers come up with it.
This is where both of these teams get in a little bit of trouble. This offense is speeding up. First quarter, both sides were getting into their offense, getting the ball movement, getting bodies moving. Now you're seeing quick shots, maybe 4 shots, and the percentage is going down. We haven't seen a point so far in this quarter. So if you're Andrew Lawrence and the floor general, you got to get your team back on track, get them into a good shot, potentially play through Saquon Jameson out of the high post as the Coach Lloyd Gardner loves to do so much. What that does is bring 5 guys out, allows you to get the high splits and cut off of each other and opens up the paint.
Well, I'm going to hold ourselves accountable here. We have had confirmation. It's Spencer Levi. So if we say any other name, feel free to let us know in the comments. We're going to get it right from now on. Spencer Levi is checked into the game. Josh Steele coming up mid-range, bounces off the rim.
Still a little stagnant there from Surrey. Good job by Plymouth to switch some of those screens and slow everything down.
Fade away from Wiley. Once again, that's another rush shot on the opposite end of the floor.
Another rush shot, not a lot of ball movement.
Teo Gadengbi there, inviting Jules Dangakodo to put his hand in the cookie jar, draws the contact. Captain Teo has had a long and lengthy British basketball career. Elvisi Dusha, another now veteran of the game in the UK. We'll check in. And don't forget, the British Basketball League Hall of Fame has been announced. JT, you got a few more seasons in you if you got a chance to get involved in that, my friend.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to get to that one. Yeah, I don't know if 2 buzzer beaters get you into the Hall of Fame, but that'd be a really low bar for to get into the Hall of Fame.
Well, Lawrence comes up big there with a triple. Somebody who in future years will be spoken about for many years. Andrew Lawrence for his.
Definitely a Hall of Fame guy in the British Basketball League. That's a tough shot that he hit, but hopefully that's something that gets Surrey going. He's taking a bigger role, it seems, more of the scoring load with Justin Robinson sideline.
Gadengbi. Ball is not loose, but kept alive. Here's Gooden in the corner. They need it. They get it. The Surrey Scorchers will push their lead out a little further. The Plymouth City Patriots are yet to score in this quarter, JT.
Plymouth City Patriots yet to score because of the shot selection. They got to get back, touching the paint, getting the ball moving. I think Mason Faulkner got in the paint one time just like that. Andrew Lawrence touches the paint, gets downhill. The defense collapses. And as we mentioned before, when Cam Gooden has his feet set, he can score the basketball, averaged over 15, 16 points a game in college. Scoring is not an issue for him. The shot selection is the key, and that is a good shot. Those are the type of possessions you love to see if you're Coach Lloyd Gardner.
But it goes deeper than this, JT, and a lot of fans that are watching this might not understand that if you're playing off-ball defense, you've got to understand who is in that corner that I need to make sure I get out for a 3. And in that situation, the helper didn't realize Cam Gooden, he can probably knock down that triple.
Exactly, and not just that it's Cam Gooden, but also a lot of times, a lot of coaches don't like same-side help. Same-side help is when we call that. When Andrew Lawrence drives, that becomes the strong side. So Mason Faulkner, he jumps in the air as opposed to recovering. That's really should have been the big man. I believe it was Jacob Wiley's help right there. So he lost his man, didn't stay attached. But that's, again, what happens when you collapse the defense. It's a natural reaction as a defender to want to help your teammate. You get a little confused, and that's just the benefits of touching the paint, attacking the defense, which Andrew Lawrence has done for so many years. and which will probably land him, as you said, in the aforementioned Hall of Fame.
Hoping the best for all candidates, and their names will be put forward. For more information, make sure you check out the website, thebritishbasketballleague.com. Let's get back into this one. Plymouth City Patriots, can they stop the bleeding in this game? Dusha, they're coming up against the 2-3 zone here. Wiley's just going to go aggressive, and that's a great way to get things going.
Wiley seemed to have composed himself after subbing out, missed a couple bunnies in the first quarter, but he uses athleticism right there to finish around the rim. Interesting decision there from Coach Gardner. He went 2-3 out of the timeout, potentially to try and confuse Plymouth and Coach Paul James, who probably drew up an ATO.
Levi there sticks his leg out to avoid the bounce pass going into Jamison from Steele. This will be a fresh 14 seconds on the clock. Sideline possession for the Scorchers. Let's see how they get the ball in here to Steele and Lawrence. Down screen from Lawrence to find Steele, who cuts back door, but handoff into the hands of Gooden. He tries to get his balance, but loses his footing. Gooden just throws that one up. Oh my goodness! Cam Gooden out of nowhere. Don't act like you meant that, Cam Gooden.
Cam Gooden with a tough shot. I don't know how he put that in. That's one of those crazy shot selections that you talk about. But again, the shots he's been making, he's been taking good shots. So when you get your rhythm and you feel good, sometimes the basketball gods rewards you with shots like that.
Well, Joe Hart misses that one off the front of the rim. Cam Gooden's sprinting to the far corner. Lawrence gets it across to Steele now. Ogadengbe, he's going to line up a triple. And that's just on the side of the iron. Lawrence tries to keep that in play, but it's into the hand of the Patriots.
Don't love that shot from Ogadengbe. Again, when you shoot the most threes in the league, the highest percentage threes you can get are inside-out threes. As a foul there, Jacob Wiley being aggressive again. But as I mentioned, the highest percentage shots you can get are not these ones right here from Cam Gooden. As you see the step through, maybe even got fouled by Dusha. A tough shot through the arms up like he meant. Maybe he did mean to do it, man. You never know. You don't think so?
He meant to shoot the ball. I don't doubt that. But I don't think he thought it was cash money from the off.
2 for 4 now for 3 from Gooden. But again, when you practice in the summertime, most often you practice shots that you're a rebounder, whoever you're working out with, the passes come from under the rim. So you're naturally used to shooting when passes come from the paint inside out, which is why that's typically the highest percentage 3 in basketball.
Stats from JT. I'm going to be watching now every time you play, JT. If you don't make that free when it's come from underneath the basket, I'm going to let you know about it from the sidelines.
There you go. Let me know on the PA, huh?
Yeah. There's the missed shot again from Wiley on the free throw line. That's deflected out of bounds. Surrey with another sideline possession. Faulkner getting his fingertips to that one.
Good adjustment there by Faulkner. That time he stayed home on Gooden on the strong side attack from Patty Wayne. Got the deflection out of bounds. It's a sign of a cerebral player there, Mason Faulkner. You don't make the same mistake twice.
Here's Gooden. Jamison, the back screen now to get the balls into the hand of Muhammad. Nice footwork there from Muhammad, and the foul is called. 2 shots to come. He set his feet there, turned and just lunged towards the basket. The defender would have been leaning into that one, and the referee called a foul. We're going to take a quick break, though, at this moment in time. Plymouth Patriots were leading at the end of the first, but with under 5 minutes to go, Surrey Scorchers are back in control, 30-24 the score. Well, media break over. Time to get back to the action. Surrey Scorchers have had a strong start to this quarter. 9-2 run. And Abdul Mohammed is on the free throw line at this moment in time. What is it that's going wrong so far in this quarter for the Plymouth Patriots, JT?
Quick shots. You know, it's quick shots. You got to get back to running their offense, doing what they're good. Move the ball, move your body, attack the rim. TJ Atwood's not in right now. But again, Surrey is last in the league. I'm sorry, TJ Atwood is in the game. So go give him the ball, let him attack the rim. There he is right there. There you go. That's what you got to do. Finish right there.
Levi, long stride to keep his balance, steps him out of bounds. Full court pressure, though, immediately from the Surrey Scorchers.
Coach Gardner does a great job at mixing up his defense. He doesn't have a lot of size. Saquon Jameson, an undersized 5. Cam Gooden is an undersized guard, as well as Andrew Lawrence and normally Justin Robinson. So he does a great job at mixing up his defense. That is exactly what Cam Gooden has to do offensively. His decision-making has gotten better and better as the season has gone on.
Josh Steele letting one fly, knocking down his second triple of the night. Dusha looks to go low to the block. Atwood is double teamed in there, and a foul is called on the floor. It'll be called on Paddy Wang.
Long overdue right there. Get the ball to TJ Atwood. He's 10 points, 5 of 7. No shot blockers in there. He's a mismatch on the block for Paddy Wang. You can't put a smaller defender on him because he's going to take you down there. You put a bigger defender on him, he's going to take you out on the perimeter and use his speed. Got to get him the ball and allow him to make some plays right now.
Dusha. The crossover, oh, almost caught Josh Steele there. Joe Hart will fire up the 3, rolls in and out. Atwood, offensive rebound, can't quite get the finish. Can he keep it alive? Yes, he can. It's tipped around. Uh-oh, Paddy Wang. Can he break away here? He goes for the Euro step, throws it up, and the referee blows his whistle for a foul. And a foul, I believe, will be called on Joe Hart. And Surrey Scorchers, yet another sideline ball here. Let's take a quick look at this once again play now from the Plymouth City Patriots as the timeout's called. Dusha, oh, almost caught Josh Steele.
Well, UC has that quick right to left crossover. He's caught me with that a couple times. I can't even lie. I think the last time we played him, he caught me and hit a runner, a lean-in jumper over Gabe Olasenis. But he can score when he gets going. He's taking a bit of a lesser role this year with Taylor Johnson averaging so many points and Mason Faulkner coming in. But don't get it twisted. VC Douche has been at this a long time, and he can fill it up.
Listen, your confessions are safe in this commentary booth, JT. If you've been crossed up by Dusha, it's more than okay, my friend.
I'll tell you right now, if you ain't been crossed up or you ain't been dunked on before, then you're not really a hooper. You know,
Agreed.
You ain't played at a high
I've
level.
been trying to tell people this, but they don't believe me when I say I've only been dunked on a couple of times. But oh man.
Depends who's dunking on you, though. Depends who's dunking on you.
I'll be real. GB, under 20 at the time, a former Manchester Giants, a Sheffield Sharks player, Rob Marsden, was in the National Schools Final. I had to, listen, I would have got subbed out of the game if I didn't put my body on the line to take a charge. So somebody had to be there, you know. I had that in mind. I'm going to try and take a charge. If he's dunks on me, he dunks on me.
That's what you was telling yourself, huh?
Yeah,
you was doing it for the team?
Yeah, thankfully, a lot of video that took place in those days is no longer around. So
that sounds like crazy compartmentalization right there, my friend. But hey, whatever you got to do, whatever.
Here's Paddy Wang now, right-hand side. Still rises up, top of the 3. He draws in all those defenders. He's kept it alive here.
Tough call there for Plymouth. Definitely went off of Josh Steele's leg. Great defense there by Joe Hart. It's easy. That's that's a tough angle down there. The sideline official has to come in and help him out, but definitely off of Surrey there.
Gooden fires up another triple. He's on fire tonight. It's my turn to make a confession. JT wanted to talk about Cam Gooden as one of the ones to watch. I said he was inconsistent, and now JT is sitting here all smug.
Yeah, I knew it. He's coming off at 18-3, playing good basketball. You can see the potential in Cam Gooden. I know he struggled at times this year, but that's another good shot. He got his feet set. He's balanced. He elevates. As a small guard, he can elevate and see the rim and have your balance. Those are higher percentage shots. And if you're Coach Gardner, you gotta love Gotta love the development and be so happy and proud of him.
Foul is called here. Levi on the floor. And it looks like it's an offensive foul called there, I believe.
Cam Gooden getting it done on the defensive end.
Yeah, and that was a smart play there. Did you see how he wrapped his arms around him as he took that screen?
Tough call there. I'm not sure that it was an offensive foul, but definitely a smart play, as you mentioned, by Cam Gooden wrapping his arms around. If you're Levi, I don't know why you're flopping. I think you just set the screen and be solid. You're 6'9", going against someone 5'10". I hope I'm not slimming any.
Oh mate, his agent says 6 foot, but you know that's 5'10".
You know, 6 foot. You know, whatever he needs to be. I'm here for the players. You know. So.
Unsportsmanlike foul called here now by the official. That'll be called an LVC Dusha. And we've got to look that one back now. For those fans new to the game, unsportsmanlike fouls usually called in an instance where a play for the ball is not made. Here's Dusha. And he steps across and tries to use his left hand to create leverage to stay in front of his man. There are officials, Rob Hickman, Gavin Williams, and Daniel Cox are in charge today.
I mentioned before, I don't want to comment on the refs, but I have to give an incredible amount of credit to a VC Dusha right there, because I would not stay calm with the call like that. That is a terrible call. I'm sorry. I understand where the official's coming from. He grabbed Cam Gooden's hip as he was going to the ground, but that's just a savvy veteran play. And quite frankly, if we're calling that, VC would have about, he would have had about 8 or 9 of those in our game. I think every veteran player has something like that in your bag. That's just a little tricks of the trade. That is not the right call, in my opinion.
JT calling for a regular foul. Here is Gooden. Screen comes, and a pause from the officials. It will be something to do with the clock here, I believe.
I think one of the best things as a coach is to see your players. I would imagine. I've coached some 14-year-olds in the summertime back at home, but one of the coolest things is always to see your players develop and get better as the season goes on. And I've gotten to watch a couple of these Surrey games, and I'm even happy for Cam Gooden to see him playing at a high level right now.
Mohammed in the corner. His shot's no good. Rebounded by Levi. Here comes Faulkner. Patriots, chance to get a good look here. Atwood, mid-range. He's gone a little cold since his 10-point first quarter. Plymouth have only scored 2 points as Gooden tries to catch it on the oop, and that will stay with the Surrey Scorchers on yet another sideline inbound play. The quarter score at this moment is 18-2, JT.
Yeah, you see a little confusion there from Saquon Jamison and Gooden on that oop. I think Saquon Jamison didn't know if it was for him, but yeah, Plymouth has not done a good job after a really good first quarter of getting into their offense, settling for jumpers, settling for tough shots, and when it rains, it pours. Now you got Andrew Lawrence going, which is the last thing you want to see if you're Coach Paul James.
His second triple of the night, 6 points personal for him, and knocking it down. Here's Green. Baseline, Atwood. Wiley back to Atwood. He'll go up strong this time. It's a little short. And it seems like Patriots are running out of options here. And don't forget, fans, Taylor Johnson, of course, has left by mutual consent. And they could do with his points at the moment as Mohammed fires that one up. Wang. Gooden for 3. And that dries up a little bit for Cam Gooden. Great stand there from Andrew Lawrence at halfway. Faulkner gets by him. Ball rotation here. Can Green knock this one down? He can't make it. Mohammed with the rebound.
It's a better shot if you're Plymouth there. You get Tyrell Green, who's normally a reliable shooter, a wide open look. But again, Plymouth has been out of rhythm all quarter. And when you get out of rhythm, that's one of the toughest things. You have to protect that as a basketball team, as a player. Once you get out of rhythm, it's tough to kind of find that and get that confidence. And on the other side, when you have the rhythm, you got everything going. Saquon Jamison going to the offhand with the running hook. That's tough.
He's getting the crowd going as well. He wants them to get behind him. That was tough, wide angle there on that hook shot from the left. It was almost like it came from underneath him as well.
Yeah, that's something. I don't know if he works on that in the offseason. It looks like he does, but that was definitely a tough shot. And again, Surrey is starting to been finding their rhythm now in this quarter, as they've been getting those paint touches, been getting those threes, those inside out, spray out threes that are high percentage. And again, when those are going your way, when you're getting those shots, you start to get the tough shots, you start to get the running hooks, you get the off-balance threes from Cam Gooden.
Well, this is an important thing here. We spoke about this a little bit before the broadcast. Right, Taylor Johnson, you decide to move him on, whatever the reason is between the two parties, that's fine. But you now need to look and find a way to replace these points. You have the argument that other players are going to potentially step up and fill the void there, because when he's not taking those shots, someone else is. But right now, Plymouth don't have that individual who's taking it. Like Green, I'd like to see a little bit more responsibility from, and Faulkner, yeah, he might be creating, but try and turn it to a little bit of a score-first guard as well at times.
Yeah, and, you know, Tyrell Green's 0 for 3 right now, so that's 11, 12 points a game that, you know, you're not getting so far at this juncture of the game. But what Taylor Johnson does do for you is he does have that one-on-one capability where he can go make tough shots. He can kind of jumpstart your offense when you're out of rhythm, kind of get everybody to relax. For the London Lions, it's Sam Decker, it's Matt Morgan. When you go on a drought, kind of just throw them the ball.
You missed your name out there, JT.
And they can get the offense jump-started.
We're back to the action, though. Here's Levi now. Can Plymouth City Patriots coming out of this timeout make a little run here going into the half, because it's a 20-point game. It's a mountain to climb for the rest of this one. If they don't put some points on the board here, it's going to get dangerous. Wiley, back of the iron, and a fight for the rebound, and both players tussling, hustling, bustling, trying to get that one, and TJ Atwood throws himself to the floor, and the reluctance and understanding that he'll be called for the foul.
It's going to be number 2 on him, number 3 on him, actually, I believe. Tough call, fighting for the ball, but that's a good possession if you're Plymouth. You get a shot 13 feet from the basket, the ball moves side to side. You know, Wiley's just struggling a little bit right now, but you rely on him, you trust him to make that shot.
Well, team foul trouble for the Plymouth City Patriots as Josh Steele goes to the line. 3 ones to add to his tally on the night. Josh Steele, he's got 9 points personal, and this second free throw will make it number 10. They've only missed 1 free throw on the night. They are 10 for 11, JT.
For 11, a very good free throw shooting team. They typically are third in the league overall in free throw percentage at around 76% a night. They don't shoot a lot of them, well over their average. They only get to the line about 17, 18 times per contest, so doing a good job at finding the free throw line and converting.
Dangakodo gets the ball to Wiley. Tightly packed paint here for the Scorchers, but finally something will fall for the Plymouth City Patriots. Jacob Wiley back to basket, spin and finish the contact and 1.
That's what you got to do. Get the ball inside, attack the rim. As we mentioned, Surrey only 1.7 blocks per game. Neither Bailey nor Saquon Jameson on the floor right now for them, and Jordan Hunt obviously out tonight. Jacob Wiley has a size advantage. He takes it down low and finishes through contact there.
Well, don't forget there is another game in the British Basketball League Championship today. Live on the Sky Sports. It's the B. Braun Sheffield Sharks taking on the Bristol Flyers, and yet another missed free throw from Wiley. Surrey have the chance to increase this lead. Paddy Wang, big 3 if it goes. A rebound for Levi, and he's under pressure here. Ball pushed forward. Can Plymouth get a couple more points on this board? The foul is called off the ball. And Green showing frustration. Levi showing frustration. He'll be called for that foul. And it'll be 2 shots as well for Surrey Scorchers. Let's see. He's battling with Ogadengbe here. Actually, I feel sorry for Levi because Ogadengbe kind of pulled him, held him to that point, right?
That's another tough call for Plymouth, and it's really a bit of an unnecessary call. Both guys pushing and jockeying for position. That's a tough call for Spencer Levi.
Well, a timeout has been called, I believe. Coach Lloyd Gardner getting ready to draw something up. It will be 2 free throws now for the Surrey Scorchers off the back of that foul. And we could have And we could have personal fouls as a problem here for the Plymouth City Patriots. Jules Dangakolo's got 3, TJ Atwood's got 3, Joe Hart 2, Dusha 2, Levi 2. Starting to mount up, JT.
Yeah, they're in foul trouble. A couple bogus calls for them, but not a very deep bench either, especially with the exit of Taylor Johnson. So they're going to have to find a way to play defense without fouling in the second half to get back in this game.
I think that previous foul there was an offensive foul, so my apologies. It will be a sideline possession. You don't get 2 shots for an offensive foul. Now, Coach Paul James, he also has a moment to just discuss with his players about how to close that 20-point gap right now.
Yeah, and if you want to close a 20-point gap, it's simple. You got to get stops. You got to reverse the physicality. Right now, Surrey is way more physical than a bigger Plymouth team. Plymouth, should be controlling the glass. You should be picking up, being aggressive on the defensive end, and you should be relentlessly attacking the paint against Surrey because you have a size advantage, you have an athleticism advantage. So use it. If you do that, that's how you get back in the game.
Well, let's see what Surrey Scorchers have drawn up here. The staggered screen action on the right-hand side of the floor. Okasieme, he's into the game. He's a high flyer for the Surrey Scorchers, a former high jumper. He's going to jump again. Okasieme was almost there, almost went as Coach Lloyd Gardner planned. And it will stay with the Surrey Scorchers on the baseline with 1.6 seconds.
I like the play from Lloyd Gardner, Coach Lloyd Gardner, trying to put an exclamation point on the half. Great play there by Spencer Levi to go up there and erase that.
Well, let's see what they can do with 1.6 seconds. Straight out to Steele. Can he make it? And no, he does not. It's 46 to 26 at halftime. A really stale second quarter, 25-4 victory for Surrey Scorchers. It's going to be an important second half. We're going to have a quick break before we dig into this a little further. Friday night action here in the British Basketball League Championship. My name's Tahi Hajat alongside Jordan Taylor. We're taking you through this game between the Surrey Scorchers and Plymouth City Patriots. It ain't looking good right now, Plymouth fans. You're down by 20 points at this moment in time, but I think it's time to break things down. Let's take a look at the stats right now, JT, on the board. What can you tell us about this?
And it has been the reverse of what I thought was going to happen. I think what we all thought was going to happen. 26-20 on the rebounds. For Surrey, the undersized team, they're small. You would think Plymouth would beat them up on the glass. Surrey is 7th in rebounding in the league, and Plymouth is second in offense, or third, excuse me, in offensive rebounding. Surrey's done a great job on that side. And then 11 assists to 2 turnovers for Surrey. Surrey is dead last, or excuse me, they are 9th in turnovers in the league this year. So they've done a great job of taking care of the ball, moving the ball, and finding the open shot. And right now, that is the difference.
Well, it's not going well. Shooting percentages wise as well from the free throw line and three-point line. But let's take a look at the story of the half. It was an entertaining first quarter of basketball. Both teams going to and fro. Josh Steele opening his account. And of course, Joe Hart, he replied with a quick 3 in that one. They went 5 for 5 early doors. Jacob Wiley getting up and throwing it down. TJ Atwood had 10 points in the first quarter, JT.
Yeah, this is when Plymouth was at their best. As you see, their LVC Dusha running the pick and roll, getting in the paint, cutters, getting to the rim, getting good shots, getting out in transition with steals. But then that died for them in the second quarter. They got away from that, and it was all Surrey. As you see right there, Mason Faulkner finishing at the rim. All of Plymouth's buckets in the first quarter were at the rim. They got away from that. Shout out to Surrey and Saquon Jameson did a good job at walling up. These are all Plymouth highlights right now, which doesn't quite tell the story. But here it is, Andrew Lawrence, that shot right here got him jump-started. And this is what got the ball movement, touching the paint, getting good shots. And it's been all Surrey in the first half.
Cam Gooden, he's been in fine fiddle in this one. He's got 12 points personal song, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Throw it up, circus. How about that one for you, Guns?
What goes up must come down. And for Cam Gooden, he's a guy, he plays off a rhythm. And when he is getting in the paint, making good decisions, his shot percentage goes up. As you see, it's raining threes right now for Surrey, as it has all year.
Wow, there's a story of the half for you. It could potentially be a whole different story in the second half, but a lot of work for the Plymouth City Patriots to do. What do they need to do very quickly, JT, to change things?
They need to play their style of basketball. They need to be aggressive. They need to be physical. Mason Faulkner needs to start picking up full. TJ Atwood needs to put pressure on these ball handlers. Make Andrew Lawrence, Cam Gooden feel your big body, feel your presence, and then beat up the glass. There's no way you should be getting out-rebounded the way they are right now and out-physicaled when you have a bigger team and more size.
Well, it's time to take a quick break, but for you now, you're going to get a chance to take a look at the top 10 plays of the week and Surrey taking on Caledonia.
And we said, you know, what a different team Cheshire are when you're able to score against them.
Oh, what a pass to Maceo Jack, who jams it in. Maceo Jack just throws it down. DeBose down the lane, flushes the jam.
Yes, DeBose, and he has a little flex. Beautiful, strong drive down the paint.
So sure, Shagwa has it batted away, and here's Green out in transition. Taj Green with the highlight play, and boy, did he enjoy that.
Love it. Screen and jams it home.
Stolen away by Allen. Forward to Adowu, and Adowu will jam it in, and Leicester have cut this down to 5.
Serious look. I like that for riders and not going anywhere.
Jacob twisting and turning, going in and out, getting rejected. Well, legend Robertson said, take that one back to the southwest. Initiate contact as JT goes behind the back, finding Morgan, and that is B.E.A. beautiful. Coming from Taylor, finding Matt Morgan.
Big time pass, love that around the back pass.
Morgan, screen from Sharma.
kicks it out to Decker. Corner 3 ball, knocks it down, and that is a massive shot by Sam Decker.
Three-tenths of a second now. Boursier trying to throw this one long. Passes up, gets it off in time. Oh! Are you kidding me? Evan Walsh. How did he get that? He got that off.
Here's Allen, who's certainly had an exciting game so far. He's left his man on the floor and he's hit the 3.
Well, we'll put more Junior on skates, baby.
Well, they're going to get the ball in bounds. They find Connor Morgan. Hand off with Taylor. Taylor, Hail Mary. Oh, baby! One more time! Deja vu! He's done it again! We are going to overtime! Jordan Taylor, are you kidding me? This guy has no limits.
Here's DeBose trying to back down. Using his size, kicks it out to Poliza, open for 3, perfect start for Caledonia. Gooden steps back, and he knocks down the 3.
Lovely answer.
Doesn't knock it down. Jamison out running the floor. He's going to try and dunk it again, and this time no mistake. Since those first couple of minutes, here's Whelan from behind the arc. Patrick Whelan, number 2 all-time in three-point shooting percentage. Back-to-back threes for Patrick Whelan.
Lovely, and he struggled.
Friday night,
yeah, Friday
1 for
night.
8 from three-point
And that
range.
one came in the last quarter,
minute,
didn't it?
Yeah. There's an awful lot of at the basket and an awful lot on the one side of the floor.
Yeah.
Out to Whelan, who's already made a couple of threes. He's flushed off the three-point line, but he knocks it down. Ball is wrestled back by Malcolm. Here he is again. And Patrick Whelan hits his 3rd triple of the game. Well, good, dancing his way through the key, finds a gap.
Okay.
Lobbed towards Jamison, who's able to lay it home. Tough shot. Oh, good follow from DeBose, though. Gooden. Again, slows it down and goes high off the glass for 2.
It's difficult to rebound in the zone.
Robinson knocks down the 3. Jamison to Robinson for 3. Back-to-back threes. They've got to go quick here, Surrey. Lawrence fires up the 3 and hits on the buzzer. Big shot from Andrew Lawrence. Oh, he's thrown it away, though. DeBose chasing it back. Will win that foot race. And it's all Caledonia. Whack down the lane, acrobatic finish. Ogundenbi for 3, banks it in. Well, they've got it over somehow, and Malcolm will have the easy job of jamming it in. That will be it. They will dribble it out. 12th win of the season for Gareth Murray and co. Patrick Whelan got them going early on with some rhythm threes. That gave them a lead.
Welcome back, British Basketball League Championship action here at the Surrey Sports Park. It's the Surrey Scorchers who are in the lead, 46-26. The other score across the way, Sheffield. The Sheffield Sharks are trailing by 2 against the Bristol Flyers, live on Sky Sports. Tomorrow, 2 games for you. Manchester Giants take on the Riders. I'll be here for that one. Plymouth City Patriots go back-to-back as they welcome the Caledonia Gladiators for an 8 o'clock tip. It'll be a tough matchup that. On Christmas Eve, I'll be here once again, taking you through the London Lions against the Sheffield Sharks at 1 o'clock. And I know you ain't got nowhere else to be on Christmas Eve, so make sure you join us for that one. And on Boxing Day, the Caledonia Gladiators at 3 o'clock will take on the Manchester Giants. Well, we're getting ready for this second half, and it was a very disappointing second quarter for the Plymouth City Patriots as they were unable to put more than 4 points on the board in that quarter, which means they're at a 20-point deficit at the half. But there's lots of time left in this, and the wonderful sport of basketball has thrown up many miracles in the past. Taking you through this one is Tahir Hajar, and joining me is Jordan Taylor, who has just eaten half a Nando's burger.
That's cat. At least I got a suit on, man. Yeah. You're going to hear more from the bosses, you know?
Oh, dear. Well, let's focus in on this one here as Wiley, and almost gets blocked at the rim there, Mohammed. He gets his hand to it, and the foul is called.
That's exactly what you got to do right there. Perfect way to start the half. If you're Plymouth, LVC Dusha starting the way they started the game. Get downhill, find Jacob Wiley under the rim, get to the free throw line, and that's how you change the nature of this game. Bring a little different aggressiveness to start this second half for Plymouth.
Well, Jacob Wiley, he is 2 for 6 from the free throw line tonight. He is the only Plymouth City Patriot to actually be on the line this evening as well.
Only one, and that makes that 2 for 7 now look a little worse when you're the only one at the line, but at least he's being aggressive, getting to the line. That's what he needs from the rest of his teammates as well. Just got to convert when he gets there.
Backdoor cut from Josh Steele. Finds Wang, who just retreats a little too far back and steps out of bounds. That has to be one of the most frustrating calls in basketball, right?
It's one of the most frustrating as a player, but in that specific instance, if you're Surrey, you're cool with that. You got the back cut, you got the paint touch, you got the swing, you're trying to re-attack. So the possession is great, but yeah, you just got to be a little more aware of where you are on the court.
Here is Wiley, moving the ball to Atwood. Double staggered screen there. And another one to find Dusha. Levi, he rolls off of it. Dusha attacks the double team, needs to find the open man. Finds Wiley one-on-one with Muhammad, and that's a shot clock violation. And this just seems to be one of the main issues with the Patriots. Who is going to be the player with the kahunas to just like, I'm going to get a bucket?
Yeah, it's got to be TJ Atwood or Mason Faulkner, I think, and Tyrell Green as well. They have options, even with the loss of Taylor Johnson. Coach James sees something with that step-up screen on the empty side as they've gone to that both plays to start. Jacob Wiley needs to be a little more patient with his cuts. You see an offensive foul there by Saquon Jamison. Perhaps the whistle might get a little better for Plymouth here in this second half, too.
Coach Paul James, a little frustrated. But here is that. Ooh, that was a tough blow there. He just got away with an offensive foul. Could have been more.
Unstoppable force meets an immovable object down there with Jacob Wiley and Spencer Levi. Those are two big guys.
That's a big screen for Levi to leave Dusha wide open for 3. And that's exactly how the Patriots would want to start this quarter.
See, can't leave LVC Dusha. Not only averaging 3 points a game on the season, but he can fill it up as you see him barking orders at his guys. Got an open shot, but he still wants to see them do better with executing. That's how they're going to get back in this game.
Gooden trying to spin away, and he slips a little. Intercepted now. Here's Hart. Bounce pass. Dusha. Wiley. Plymouth City Patriots punching one at the rims in Surrey.
Yes, sir. Get out in transition. Get easy buckets. Again, that's how you're going to get back in this game. Only the second steal. And Cam Gooden turned it over, but that turnover wasn't on Cam Gooden. He had every single one of his teammates cut to the basket and kind of throw the spacing out of whack. He had no outlets off the pick and roll.
And here is Gooden in the corner. Can he reply? rolls in and out. Bit of fortune here for the Patriots. Here's Dusha pushing forward. Quick pass to Atwood. And an offensive foul called the other side of the floor. This time it will be called on Spencer Levi.
Yeah, take another. I didn't quite get to see that, but here's another look. Levi. Oh, that's another tough call for Spencer Levi. That one's always on the ball handler when you get an offensive foul like that. You see Gooden slip. Joe Hart thought about taking the three. Wisely gets the dunk from Jacob Wiley, but when you get an offensive foul like that on Spencer Levi, it's always on the ball handler for moving too quickly.
Here's Mohammed. He goes to his left hand. Rebound for Jamison. Gets it to go off the glass for two.
One thing you got to do with Saquon Jamison is keep him off that glass. You mentioned he is second in the league in rebounding and already up to 9 here tonight.
Oh my goodness, Jacob Wiley almost gave us one of the highlights of the season there. When he caught that one back, I had a lot of fear in my heart. Look at this.
Fear for you or fear for Muhammad? Because you seem kind of excited over here.
Well, I had fear. I had fear for Muhammad. I have to agree. It's an offensive foul there, and he took a good stance there. And this is exactly what I thought my play would be like in the English schools final when I took a charge and got dunked on by Rob Marsden, except he finished his dunk.
You did not have the benefits of the British Basketball League refs. That is not a charge. You have to allow a player to take off there. Good play by Abdul Muhammad to get back in position, but that is definitely not a charge, in my opinion.
The ball gets over the halfway line.
Split action from Surrey. Coach Lloyd Gardner loves that high split action, playing through the 5-man, lift the 5 up, play the high split screens with the guards. Is a good steal by Jacob Wiley.
That's stolen away there. Now, if Elvisi Dusha's foul is an unsportsmanlike foul, so is that one. We got a foot stuck in here. Oh, yeah, look at that. You know, I know he just tripped over it, but it doesn't look like he's making a play for the ball there.
In the spirit, he definitely made a play for the ball. In the spirit of consistency, yeah, you're right. But, you know, my mom always taught me 2 wrongs don't make a right, 3 rights don't make a left. So, you know, I think
oh, dear.
I think the right call there from the officials.
Well, Jacob Wiley, once again, is back on the free throw line, Jordan. I'm not quite sure this has ever been seen. The only player on the free throw line this whole game for the Patriots, as we mentioned before, is Jacob Wiley.
And you didn't get the unsportsmanlike foul, but they definitely made up for it because I do not think he was in his shooting motion. So no unsportsmanlike, but they awarded him with 2 free throws when I don't think, didn't look like he was in his shooting motion.
Yeah, he was way outside the 3-point line. And I know he's a big fella, but didn't expect him one dribble. Oh, and there we go. He's going back to the free throw line again. He gets the offensive rebound off his own missed free throw, takes the contact, lays it with the right, and let's see if we can improve that free throw percentage.
Yeah, he's got to start converting these free throws, but I love his energy right now. He's attacking the rim. He's attacking Surrey, and if you're Surrey right now, that just can't happen. You pinch down, you got 2 big offensive rebounders in Atwood and Levi. Cam Gooden, or one of those guards from the outside, has to step in and get the shooter right there.
And no box out, no rebound. Wiley completes the 3-point play. Come on, Jacob Wiley, that's what we want to see.
Jacob Wiley stat padding his free throw numbers, at least in terms of attempts right now.
Here's Teo. Backdoor cut here from Wang. He's going to take off. Tries to rearrange mid-flight. Couldn't get it to go. Josh Steele keeps it alive, and that's really unfortunate for Atwood. It was pretty much in his hands, but fumbled out. Now in-line possession for the Scorchers. And listen, the Plymouth City Patriots have come back into this one, JT.
Yep, and that's exactly what we talked about. They're attacking the rim. They're being aggressive, a little more patient as an offensive foul there on Patty Wayne. Second one that Spencer Levi has drawn this half. That's a smart play by Spencer Levi. It's a great adjustment. He noticed how the refs are calling the game in the first half. He's been on the unfortunate end of some offensive fouls. So that's a smart, heady play from a player to try and get that back on the defensive end.
Well, listen, around this time in the second quarter, it was a similar quarter score. It's 10-2, only 2 points for the Surrey Scorchers in this third quarter. And if the Plymouth City Patriots can repeat what the Scorchers did to them in the second, this could be a great game as Wiley fires up the three. Rebounded by Cooper.
That step-up screen again from Plymouth. That's there for them all night. They're getting good shots off that every time down.
Jameson, top of the key. Out to Lawrence. He'll set the screen for him. Olga Dengby in the corner, can't leave him wide open, but luckily on this instance for the Patriots, he doesn't make it. I mean, we spoke about earlier who's going to be the guy that takes it to the opposition. Looks like Wiley wants to be that guy. Here he is trying to post up. There he is against Josh Steele. Now he wants it. He's going to go to work here, back out. Dusha needs it. And that bobbles over the rim and into the hands of Cooper.
Good shot there from Dusha, inside out again, trying to play that mismatch with Wiley. Got the dig down help from Surrey, just got to knock that down.
Jameson, smart play there, great dive to the bucket.
Surrey flipping the script there on Plymouth, doing the same thing, going inside of the mismatch with Teo at top. Euro from Jacob Wiley, that was sweet. Big fella got sweet feet.
Sweet feet from Jacob Wiley, quote unquote, 2023 Jordan Taylor. Here's Lawrence.
He looks like he takes salsa classes or something, man. He got that two-step.
That tango in him.
You know?
Rumba, salsa. Stolen. Patriots pushing. Hart going up. Left hand. Can't get it to go. Atwood, big offensive boards. And the finish finally for Atwood. He will flex his chest on that one. The Plymouth City Patriots are biting back. And we're going to take a quick break. And make sure you don't go anywhere. It's a 10-point game. Welcome back, Plymouth City Patriots on the charge as they make this a 10-point game after being down by 20 at half-time. We're ready to get the action back underway. Surrey Scorchers possession and full court pressure from the Plymouth City Patriots. What's changed so far in this one, JT?
Physicality, you know. Plymouth is attacking the rim. They're running their sets. Coach Paul James has seen something offensively and running that step-up, empty side step-up screen with Elvisi Dusha. They've gotten some good looks out of that. Is another ATO. Coach Gardner loves that stagger for Quinn Cooper. Ran it one time in the first half. He missed it. This time he knocks it down to get Surrey back in rhythm and hopefully jumpstart their offense.
In the lead, 14-7 in this quarter, the Plymouth City Patriots. As Dusha looks inside to Levi. He's one-on-one with Jameson. Drops, steps, kicks it out. Atwood, pump fake, mid-range, no good.
Love that possession, though. That's a good shot for TJ Atwood.
Lawrence drops it off to Jameson, and here comes Surrey all of a sudden and that timeout comes quick, and rightly so. You don't want these guys to go on a run and push this game back out to 20.
Great response by Surrey. You get a nice ATO. Something you have to be prepared for that. If you watch that on film, Surrey, Coach Gardner, they love Quinn Cooper after timeouts to get him a shot. And there's a great job off the stop by Andrew Lawrence at pushing tempo and Saquon Jameson running to the front of the rim.
Well, for the fans, I just want you to explain to everybody what ATO means.
ATO is after timeout. So right now, whatever Coach Paul James is going to draw up, see him with the whiteboard right there. I don't know if we can hear him, but maybe we can listen in. I'm not sure, but yeah, that's what you call an ATO, whatever he's drawing up there on the whiteboard. And here it is right there, the high ball screen for Andrew Lawrence into a stagger for Quinn Cooper. And what that does is when the ball screen comes, the low man, whoever's guarding Quinn Cooper, is generally the low man, or the MIG, what we call it, the most important guy, and they're steady helping on the ball screen. And as that ball screen's happening, Quinn Cooper is flying off a stagger, so it's tough to help on the ball screen and stay attached to Quinn Cooper as he flies off the stagger.
Well, let's see, and our new terminology, the ATO for Paul James right now.
Expect him to get something going downhill. We've seen a lot of that step-up screen on the sideline, but expect him to maybe get TJ Atwood going downhill, or Mason Faulkner just check back in, maybe a pin down into a dribble drive. But again, here's Lloyd Gardner, knowing the ATO is coming, switches up into a zone to try and throw off.
Oh, and Spencer Levi there tried to play the referee. Really, he should have just taken the shot. He fumbled the ball, and now here's Dusha driving, half spin. Levi goes strong this time, and that's what happens as a result.
Yeah, gotta go strong. I thought he did get fouled the first time, but this time he again learned from his mistake, just finishes through the contact. And for me, I love the chess match between the two coaches. Coach Paul James realized that Lloyd Gardner goes zone after ATOs and had a special ATO drawn up to combat the 2-3 zone.
Jameson's inside now. He tries to find a man, finds Cooper, steps out of bounds. Plymouth City Patriots win that one back. And if I'm not mistaken, if you can see in your top left corner, they're all Patriots fans there, right next to their team bench. Great traveling support from them.
Love to see it. Love to see the support from the fans.
Baseline cut there for Atwood, and Levi seals inside against Jameson.
Plymouth tried to go right back to the same play that they ran out of the ATO. Surrey saw it coming in the man.
Oh, that's a dime there from Faulkner. The ball's made its way out for three. TJ Atwood knocks that one down. We're back to a 10-point game.
Again, Mason Faulkner getting in the paint. Good cut by Elvisi Dusha, and a very heady play to know as a smaller guard he's not going to finish. Kicks it out to a wide open three. There's Saquon Jameson rolling hard to the basket. Lost his shoe.
He lost his shoe. Listen, it has significance to me. We did the junior NBA tour with Basketball England last year in the summer, and basically at every single event, at least one kid lost their shoe while they were playing the basketball game, and I've not seen it all season long, but there's my first shoe loss of the season. Jameson, but more importantly, an immediate response from him. He's putting points on the board now. He's got 14.
14, and I believe 9 rebounds to go along with it. A big game for him. And we talked about highlighting Cam Gooden or Andrew Lawrence, or Surrey's got a lot of guys that have been stepping up for them tonight.
Well, the lesson is, guys, is tie your shoelaces nice and tight. And here comes the Patriots. Faulkner, his three goes off. Faulkner, he's only got 2 points so far in this game. Not much of a scoring threat. And he hits the deck there as Lawrence goes by him. Josh Steele firing it up. And a rebound for Dusha.
I'm gonna chalk that one up to slipping on the court. I don't know if Andrew Lawrence is still dropping guys at his big age. Is that how you guys say it over here in London?
It's old age. It's old age.
It's not big age, big age. I might shoot. I'm older than him.
Lawrence. He's going downhill again. Tries to kick it out. Great work from Atwood to deflect it, but Josh Steele, he's going to go right back at it. Levi, great hands from him. 3v2 in this situation. Transition drills in the corner. Faulkner hesitates. An offensive rebound for Atwood. Dusha's got plenty of time and space, and he'll drop that one in for the triple and narrow it down to single digits.
BC Dusha has been a difference maker in this second quarter, whether it's getting them into their offense, a couple big threes here, and he's up to 7 assists.
Here's Ogadengbi now. Cooper, catch, shoot, off the front of the iron. And another offensive opportunity here. Faulkner driving to the right hand, and the foul is called. There'll be a blocking foul called on Andrew Lawrence.
Smart play there by Faulkner. Just attack the hip of Andrew Lawrence. You know you're in the bonus. Can't put too many hands on you. If he does, you know you're going to the free throw line. And finally, someone else gets to shoot a free throw. Other than Jacob Wiley.
Yeah, this is the second player. He was 4 for 10, Jacob Wiley. All 10 of the Patriots free throws. Now Faulkner will go to the line to shoot 2.
And if I'm Coach Paul James, that's what I want to see out of Mason Faulkner for the rest of the game. The last 10 minutes and 55 seconds. Attack, attack, attack. He's a big physical guard. He's about 6'1". It's tough to stay in front of. He's got a low center of gravity, and these Surrey guards are not the same size as him. They're going to have a tough time staying in front of him.
Misses the second free throw. Rebound for Jamison. That gives him his double-double on the night. Gooden is back into the game. He's been solid for the Scorchers with 12 points personal so far. Lawrence firing up a triple. And a rebound now for Green.
Plymouth got away with the break there. TJ Atwood slipped on the screen chasing Lawrence, and you can't leave Andrew Lawrence that wide open too often.
3-ball goes up. Lawrence will deflect that one out of the way. We've got to talk a little bit about Terrell Green. You know, he's played for the Canadian men's national basketball team. He's playing the CABL. Previously had a brief stint with the Caledonia Gladiators, or Glasgow Rocks at the time. I mean, he's played just under 14 minutes of basketball tonight. He's got 0 points and 3 rebounds.
Yeah, quiet night for him. Hasn't really got into a rhythm as Plymouth hasn't really gotten to much of a rhythm as a team. And he's one of those guys, when the team's in rhythm, he can fill it up. He can make shots, he can make tough shots. But, you know, you have to get him the ball. You have to get him involved. And, if for him, you got to keep shooting. You got to stay involved. Don't get frustrated for a score like that, because he's a guy who can put up 12 in a hurry, 6, 8, 12 points fast, and can really change the game.
Well, the man that did that in one of these previous fixtures was Padilla Wang. He did that in the 4th quarter. He turned up 20-plus points and won them the game. Right now, he only has 4 points to his name, all coming from the free throw line. Also, he maybe doesn't need to be controlling the game right now or taking too many shots. His teammates are doing a lot of work, but not very significant numbers compared to his previous year.
Yeah, no, not really. But he's been getting better and better. He's coming back from an injury in the offseason, and he's been improving as the season has gone on. As his health gets better, he gets better. He's an athletic player. Quiet couple of games, 7 last game, 4 tonight, but the previous game he had 30 and 7. So, he can show up very quickly as well in a big way, as you mentioned.
Yeah, he is. He takes a breather right now, takes a seat. No Justin Robinson tonight for the Surrey Scorchers. And Padilla Wang just throwing his hands out. Ball gets into play here for Faulkner. Dangakodo.
There it is.
There's Green. Needs it, and there it is. We spoke about it. And Terrell Green knocks down a triple.
There it is, and that's the guy. That's when you lose a guy like Taylor Johnson, you got to find more scoring. Coach James knows that, goes quickly to Tyrell Green.
And at the end of the third quarter, a valiant fight back for the Plymouth City Patriots. They win this quarter 23-11. It's a 5-point ball game. They were down by 20 at the half. Sit tight for this one. The next 10 minutes is going to be big. Well, hold on to your hats, because this final quarter should be an exciting one. The Surrey Scorchers will start with possession. At the end of the first, it was 22-21 Plymouth lead. At the end of the half, it was a 20-point lead for the Scorchers. And at the end of the third, it's a 5-point game. Anything can happen between these two teams, and a win is most valuable for both. Let's find out how it all pans out. Big rebound there for Levi. Plymouth City Patriots in transition. Atwood just bullying his way to the rim there and somehow ends up with the end line possession. I'm alongside Jordan Taylor for this one. Jordan, use that strength.
Ooh, it looked like, yeah, good strength by Atwood to take his time. Looked like a foul on Patty Wang, but Atwood didn't even complain. So sometimes, you know, the proof is in the pudding, but definitely looked like he got all arm. There is a nice finish there by Spencer Levi around the rim.
And this game gets even closer. 3 points the difference now. What a win this would be for the Patriots. Here's Wang playing against the 2-3 zone now. A 5 out, and there's Jameson. He's just on the low block, 2 inside the paint now. Lawrence firing it up, and the foul is called, and it looked like Atwood is hurt there on his shin. He doesn't look like an incredible amount of pain. He would have taken a quick knock.
Yeah, I think he's gonna walk that one off. Hopefully he's all right. A tough foul there, as that's number 4 on him as well, but a great defensive possession. Cardinals sin, you can't foul a 3-point shooter.
He had no control there. Just lunged out at him. Then turned his body. He fell into the shooter. And Jacob Wiley will replace him, who's forced himself into having a good game, really.
Yeah.
18 points, 6 rebounds. A steal to go with that. As Lawrence is on the line, and until Mason Faulkner went to the line, he was the only the only Plymouth City Patriot that actually visited. As Lawrence misses the second, and it's shot number 3 now, as it was fouled on the 3-point line. And I think the Patriots will take it if he just makes 2.
Yeah, shout out to Jacob Wiley. As you mentioned, started out a little slow, but has really willed himself into a solid game, as him and LVC Dusha led the charge of this Plymouth comeback. And oftentimes we highlight players, but I'm really enjoying this chess match between Coach Gardner and Coach James, 2 experienced coaches. Plymouth showed a little 2-3 zone. You see Akoto missing the 3 there, but Plymouth went 2-3 zone to start the 4th quarter. Slowed Surrey's attack down quite a bit.
Wang. Now with Gooden. Flare screen there, but Teo just leaned his shoulder into that one. Down went Akodo, and now the Patriots are going to get it back. Going to need to make this possession count. Here is that screen again. Akodo can't see it coming, and he just steps into it, shifts his body across.
Defensive intensity from Plymouth has picked up, and it forces you into those kind of turnovers. Remember, we talked about at halftime, 11 assists to 2 turnovers for Surrey. A quarter later, you're looking at 16 assists to 10 turnovers, so 7 turnovers in that 3rd quarter as Levi taking advantage of his size again. Surrey has to find a way to start taking care of the ball again and get back into rhythm.
Well, Lloyd Garner sat down Jameson to give him a quick break here, I believe. And Elliot Bailey has come in to fill the void, and he's trying to be tough, and he swipes down really hard on Levi there. And he'll go to the line. The 3rd player. No, I've got to get rid of that stat now. We're talking about it too much. Just rolls off the front of the ring.
Elliot Bailey is a smaller guy with Spencer Levi. You got to use your feet. Can't body him. You got to use your feet, try and cut off angles and make angles tough. Is why he tried to go old school off the glass. Spencer Levi with the free throw. Whatever gets it done, man. Whatever works for you.
Neither of those 2 things got it done, JT.
This time.
Here's Gooden. Oh, big rejection from Wiley, and that'll be a foul on Teo. Just kind of pushed off on Terrell Green. And that will be the 3rd team foul, I believe. There's the block. Get that out my house. And Teo Gadengbi just trying to slow down the transition, fouls Green.
Very astute observation by you. Third team foul, just 2 minutes into the quarter. I was thinking the same thing. That's going to come into play for Plymouth, or it should come into play, as you see Faulkner right there, right, attacking. Oh.
That's the offensive foul. So just kind of explain to the fans in that situation. I know he passed off the ball there, but he wasn't in control.
I think he was in control. I don't think that's an offensive foul. In my opinion, I think that's a bit of a foul. I know he hit him right in the chest, but he's trying to slide by. I think it's more of a college basketball call,
well, JT,
honestly.
he didn't slide by, and his feet were outside the D. He was set there before. He went through the man. That's an offensive foul.
Nah, I don't agree with you. I think that's more of a college basketball offensive foul than a professional. You don't see that in a lot of professional leagues, but it was, I guess, meets the criteria of an offensive foul. See Wiley right there again inside the paint. He's up to 20.
20 points personal alongside 6 rebounds, having himself a ball game. Still a 3-point difference between these two teams. And there's great hands from Jules Dangakodo. Gooden into the hands of Bailey. Under pressure again by Dangakodo. All kinds of pressure. Both hands on it, and it is a Plymouth City Patriots ball. Chest bumps, high fives, rightly so. You got to win those loose balls.
Got to win those loose balls, but again, it starts with Jules Dangakodo, the long arms, picking up at half court, and then chasing it down again and again. Effort play. That's what has got them back into this game and is going to propel them to victory if they can do it.
Yes, it looks like they can. Mason Faulkner holds it high on his shoulder, gets the release, and the whistle will be blown to get a timeout because it's a 1-point game. 6:58 on the clock. What a performance now from the Plymouth City Patriots in this second half. They are fighting right back, and I know plenty of fans in Plymouth will be screaming at the top of their lungs right now.
Absolutely. Mason Faulkner getting downhill again, got called for the charge. Last possession does not deter him this time. He's going to keep going and going and going like an Energizer bunny. He is relentless, like we talked about at the top of the broadcast. He's a tenacious competitor.
He hadn't been scoring the ball particularly well early on in this game, but he's found a way to make plays. That will be his 5th point of the night, but he has himself got 4 rebounds, 3 assists, slowly filling up the stat sheet.
Neither one of these teams likes to do anything comfortably. Plymouth has the last 3 losses, a combined 10 points, a 1-point loss to Manchester, 2 to Surrey, and 7 to the London Lions. And Surrey, they love these close games. they don't like to blow teams out, and they don't like to get blown out. Same thing for them, an 8-point loss to Caledonia, 2-point loss to Manchester. It's always close, always fun down to the wire.
And here come the teams back onto the court. And here's the full court pressure. Gooden trying to defeat it as Wang, all sticky there. Mohammed, he forces an attack to the basket. You surely retreat, dribble out of that one. Oh, bye-bye, behind the back, ball rotation, Green, and almost with a chance to take the lead, but here comes Surrey now. Wang in transition, and throws one down, rock the rims.
That's what
we can't stop right there, JT. Apologies on that one. Plymouth have got the ball up the floor. Akodo looking down inside the paint. One-on-one, Wiley goes to the left hand. In fact, shoots with his right and a rebound for Jameson.
Tough shot there from Wiley, but he's attacking the paint. You got to keep racking up those fouls.
Here comes Wang, in and out. Feeling it now. Padilla Wang misses that left-hand layup. He looks like he's got his swagger back in. That's not what you want to see if you're a Plymouth City Patriot player. Here's Faulkner. Uses the screen. Green looking down low to Levi. One-on-one now with Jameson. Who's going to win that battle? And a forced tough shot there from Levi.
Yeah, 2 possessions in a row where you go inside, do exactly what you expected to do. I'd like to see Plymouth go back to Mason Faulkner and let him attack going downhill. He seems to have found his rhythm.
Surrey really finding it difficult to get into their sets. They've played some beautiful basketball at points in this game, which allowed them to take this lead. But now Plymouth have forced them to play at a different pace as Green almost gets it to go off the glass.
Yeah, tough shot. 3 possessions in a row for Plymouth that you kind of wish you could have back. And if you're Surrey right here, expect them to play through Andrew Lawrence, the veteran guard. Get him. He makes good decisions with the ball. And this is also where you miss a guy like 2-time MVP Justin Robinson. But in this same situation a couple weeks ago is Andrew Lawrence making the decisions, making the plays.
Gooden drives. Rebound now for Jameson. 61-58 is the score. And we will be taking a break. Do not go anywhere. Live on the British Basketball League YouTube channel. Like and subscribe. Big 5 minutes coming up. Here we go, British Basketball League fans. Paul James there has devised a mastermind comeback, and only the Surrey Scorchers stands in his way. Cam Gooden here on the free throw line after the foul before the break. He makes his first. Now we're going to be slowly thinking about tonight's game MVP. Let us know your thoughts in the YouTube chat. We want to know who you would have as your game night MVP. I know Jordan's going to be thinking about it. Cam Gooden there goes straight back to his seat. He'll be one of those candidates. He's got 14 points personal in this game. Real spark early on for them. Hasn't done too much since then, as Levi has the ball. Faulkner, 2 feet in the paint, and somehow he gets that one to go.
There it is. He's found his rhythm here in the end of this third quarter into the fourth. He's getting in the paint. That's a tough finish from him right there. But again, if I'm Coach James, I think I'm going to Mason Faulkner here down the stretch and allowing him to make plays. Is more good defense and another turnover for Surrey. That's their 10th of the half.
10 turnovers at the half. Abdul Mohammed, he's up to it otherwise. It's Faulkner. Controls the ball. 4 high set here now for the Patriots. The screen from Levi.
Same play from Plymouth there. They just flipped the side of the floor. A little back screen for Faulkner into a back screen for Wiley, and then getting him the ball in a high pick and roll.
Levi came out of nowhere. I didn't even think he had any bounce, and he looked like he was trying to put that one back.
Listen, Spencer Levi has a knack for offensive rebounding and putting it back in the basket. I've never seen somebody tip the ball back in without putting 2 hands on it more than him.
Some luck there as Jameson doesn't get his shot to fall off the offensive rebound. Quinn Cooper, he fired that one, rolled in and out from behind the arc, and usually you're dead set on him making those.
Yeah, that looks like some miscommunication from Plymouth. They're off the out of bounds, and they caught a break again. Quinn Cooper, he's only shooting 37%. Hasn't been shooting it as well of late, but shot like that is generally a layup for him.
Saquon Jameson, you know, he is one of the candidates for game MVP tonight. He's on the line right now. He's 7 to 10 from the field. He's got 13 rebounds, 3 assists to his name.
Yeah. If it's me, if the game ended right now, he's probably got it if Surrey wins. But we were making a lot of predictions before the game, and I heard everybody was feeling confident back in the studio, and you were feeling confident. So what you got now, man?
Well, I said Plymouth by 2 is what I said.
You said Plymouth by 2. Is that what you're sticking with?
I'm not sure if I'm sticking with that, because right now we're in the studio, and all the fans are listening to what I'm saying right now. Here's Joe Hart. He's driving inside. He's blocked away at the rim. Jameson, should I say Mohammed, holds on tight to that one.
You remember what I said?
Yeah. No, I don't remember what you said. You're going to let everybody know?
Surrey by 4.
Surrey by 4 is what he said as Jameson goes inside, and Wiley's really complaining about that. Needs to be careful, might get the technical. Jameson will go for a line for another 2 free throws.
There it is.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Wiley is complaining here. Look. Came over the top of him from the opposite side and caught his arm.
I think he's got a legitimate case right there. It looks like he got the ball. I don't think he got his arm. I wish we could see it one more time.
I feel
couldn't quite tell, but from a referee's perspective, that's a tough angle. He did come across his body, but it looked like he did get all ball as well.
Oh, watch it back, and we'll have another look at it. And here's JT, the official lawyer for players in the league against referees. Look at that.
He hit the ball, and then after he got the ball, he got his arm, but perhaps the ref saw the left hand on the body, which I think was a foul. But again, if you're Surrey, you see where the ball goes down the stretch. Andrew Lawrence go to the veteran to make plays. Great pass to Saquon Jameson, even though he missed both.
Missed both of those, but offensive rebound, Wang inside, and Jameson fighting for the rebound, almost gets it again.
That was more of a foul than the call on Wiley there.
Oh, dear. Here's Wiley setting the screen. Levi sets the back pick for Atwood. Wiley holds it strong. Muhammad takes the hit, and that is deflected and not deflected. It is a Surrey Scorchers possession. They'll get it back. And you can't help but think, and we spoke about this earlier, JT, Plymouth aren't making the most of these possessions right now.
Yeah, that's good defense there by Abdul Muhammad. He's giving up size there to Wiley, but he takes the hit in the chest, stays strong. And again, that's 3 or 4 times now where they're trying to pound it inside. And that does stagnate your offense. Late in the game, I think you have to go to your guards to get to attack the rim. Even though we talked about them utilizing their size advantage, at this point in the game, you got to go to Mason Faulkner and allow him to make some plays, getting in the paint, spraying out to shooters.
Well, here is Faulkner in possession. Dusha, tense moments at the Surrey Sports Park. Down low. Atwood, one hard dribble, trying to find some room for the shot, and both players there trying to find the moment to just knock that ball out of his possession, but a foul has been called. We've got end-line possession here.
Thought it was bonus, but it looks like 14 foul on Surrey, so one more. Free throws the rest of the way for both sides.
And here is Hart. Atwood maintains his balance. Dusha, what's he got here? Fade away, needs it, bobbles in and out, even off the glass, and it's no good for him. Here's Padiat Wang. He's got some room, he's gonna fire it up, left all alone. Jameson, he's getting absolutely pummeled underneath that basket.
Great play by Mason Faulkner to come over there and give some help to Spencer Levi.
Well, they've gone with this almost 4-guard-ish lineup, because Atwood can slip out to that 3-point line as Faulkner's driving now, and this is it. This is the territory that the Patriots wanted to get to. It will be shooting from here on out. Faulkner's going to go to the line. We're saying that, but tonight they are 35% from the free throw line. They are 5 for 14. They got to start making this. This is the coaches saying free throws win games.
Yeah, 5 for 14 is tough. Not going to get it done That's one of those games you're gonna look up at the scoreboard in a 4-point game and you're gonna kick yourself. But a chance to rectify all that here for Mason Faulkner. And again, big offensive rebound for him. He's been the one who's been making the plays for Plymouth down the stretch. I think you have to keep the ball in his hands, allow him to make the plays. I haven't loved a lot of these possessions for either side here. They kind of Plymouth baited Patty Wang into that quick 3. That's a shot you can get anytime when you're up 4, a minute, 2 minutes left. Let's get a nice long possession. Let's get the best available shot.
Well, you've got to keep an eye on Jameson as well. He's really battling away for every rebound. Him and Levi going at it. As once again, he gets that open dive into the paint. Lawrence finds him again, and Levi comes up with it. Here come the Patriots now. 2-point game, Faulkner for the lead. And why would you shoot that shot, JT?
I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. Mason Faulkner, like I said, has found a rhythm, but again, you're in the bonus. These guys, they fouled you repeatedly. A good defense there by Faulkner. Way to get it back.
Wow.
Offensive fouls. Both guys down, holding their faces.
I'd love to see this one back on replay. Let's take a look. Oh, it's a clash of the heads there. And it is the offensive foul by Lawrence from that angle there. That is despicable.
Yeah, nice theatrics there from both guys. Smart play, a little bit of a push off from Lawrence, and a great job by Faulkner to sell it and get the offensive foul. Faulkner's good at that. He actually got he got slapped. He actually slapped Lawrence there. Oh, when his arms went crazy, but he actually got my teammate Tariq Phillip with one of those as well. So he has a knack for drawing offensive fouls.
Levi kicks the ball out. Can Atwood do it? That's the back of the iron there. Josh Steele crowded by 3 players, but now in transition. Oh no, maybe not in transition. Oh yes, in transition. And there's Mohammed slamming it down. There's been a dry spell for the Surrey Scorchers, and finally they get something going. It takes for a ball fumble and a 2-handed jam from Mohammed to finish that one off. 66, 62, 37.1. Wow.
Crazy sequence right there. Surrey tried to give it back to Plymouth, but Andrew Lawrence, Patty Wang, way to stay with the play and eventually get it to Abdul Muhammad for the big dunk at the other end.
Well, you can't help but think the Plymouth City Patriots have thrown away the opportunity to win this game. They've got it back down to 2 points. Mason Faulkner jacked up a 3 with plenty of time left on the shot clock. They come down the other side of the floor. Granted, it was a good look potentially for TJ Atwood. Wasn't the best one, still took the shot anyway, and they've not capitalized on these opportunities.
Yeah, they have not capitalized. Mason Faulkner kind of bailed out the defense. I think maybe a sign of fatigue taking that shot as he's been getting in the paint at will. That happens, you expend a lot of energy coming back from down 20. So then when that happens, I think that fatigue sets in. I think that was a fatigue shot from Faulkner. But the shot you got from TJ Atwood is exactly what you want. A great attack off the pick and roll by Faulkner. Hit the short roll, kick out to TJ Atwood. That's a great shot, just off the back iron, but that's what you want. Here, down 4, 37 seconds. Where do you go? I think you got to go quick 2. If that's the case, get the ball to Faulkner, let him attack, or maybe draw up something for Tyrell Green to get a shot.
And if you're JT and you predicted that this game would be a 4-point win for the Surrey Scorchers, you don't want nothing else to happen right now. Just put the ball down, stop playing.
Hey, I don't need any validation, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't need any validation.
Here is Faulkner. And the ball moves now back into his hands. He's going to go downhill. That's knocked away. Great defense from the Scorchers to deflect that play. The Plymouth City Patriots will have it on the baseline. There's 5 seconds on the shot clock. You can see Faulkner signaling that to his teammate. Justin Robinson also signaling that to the Surrey Scorchers players. Big defensive possession here for the Scorchers. Big offensive possession for the Plymouth City Patriots. Green in the corner, lets it fly. It's an air ball, and it's going the other way here. Padilla Wang, he's out, he's running. Rim check, unsportsmanlike foul is called. He's been absolutely bailed out here, and these players, they're not happy with this situation overall. Things have got heated. It's been a tough game the whole time. And Gavin Williams telling Mohammed, you need to go away from this. Of course, this is not something that we like to see in the world of sport. Passion, of course, comes into it. And I believe now the teams will be sent to their benches. And it will be an unsportsmanlike foul. Here's the shot now from Green. He airs the shot. Saved by Atwood, but into the hands of Lawrence. Here's Wang going alone, and silly foul by Faulkner there, JT.
You know, not a silly foul, dangerous foul, though. You know, you understand, for Faulkner, if you're chasing him down, it's a 4-point game. You don't want to give up the dunk because you still have a chance to win the game. But it is a dangerous play, and I understand why Saquon Jameson and the rest of the Surrey Scorchers are upset with the action from Mason Faulkner.
So we're going to get 2 shots here, and hopefully we're going to understand. A technical has been called on Mohammed from Surrey as well. So what will happen is here is they'll have the 2 free throws for the Surrey Scorchers for Padiat Wang. Then they'll have the technical free throw for Mohammed, and the Plymouth City Patriot will choose who to shoot that, and then the ball will go back to the end line of the Plymouth City Patriots half. In fact, we're going to shoot the Plymouth City Patriot free throw first.
It's a tough situation there. Is again Mason Faulkner trying to compete for his team as he misses another free throw there for Plymouth. That brings them to 7 of 17 at the line tonight. But Mason Faulkner trying to compete, trying to keep his team, give his team a chance to win, but definitely a dangerous play and unquestionably an unsportsmanlike foul. We're just glad Patty is okay and is safe after that foul.
Well, he's 100% from the free throw line tonight and stays 100% with that first free throw. If you can see, just behind the basket, the Plymouth City Patriots fan have got these Christmas trees and trying to do their best to put off Padiat Wang. There they are, look, in the festive spirit. Padiat Wang, he succumbs to the second.
He does succumb to the second, and that definitely throws off my prediction of Surrey by 4 with that missed free throw. So I'm gonna have to send Patty a text when we get off air here.
Well, here we go. Sideline possession now as a result of the unsportsmanlike foul. That's correct. Mohammed will have it on the sideline. Let's see what happens. And an immediate foul here from Dusha because they want to stop the clock. Lawrence will now go to the free throw line. And 2 shots for Lawrence. And now, JT, I'm going to ask you, and I know this game hasn't been decided. I want to find out shortly, not yet, but shortly, who you think your game MVP is going to be. And let us know in the chat right now, who do you think should be the game MVP? Let us know in the chat. Make sure you like and subscribe here on the British Basketball League YouTube channel as Lawrence makes the freebies. And it's now a 7-point game. Dusha, quick 3. Oh, he's made the 3. We could be ready for a last gasp finish here.
Even a tough shot from Elvisi Dusha. He might have got fouled on that play as well.
I agree.
A dangerous play.
Let's see if we can look at that back to see if he did get hit on the shot here. Shot goes up, and it's by the finest of margins. He did look back at the ref. Wasn't too bothered, I guess. He did get touched.
Again, Elvisi, it's tough to tell from that angle, but definitely his arm went the other way. Elvisi is a master at the tricks of the trade and selling fouls and getting away with little tic-tac fouls. That's what that veteran presence does for you. But again, that's why Mason Faulkner, when you think about it, again, don't condone the dangerous foul. You want everybody to be safe, but that's why you chase someone down to give your chance a team to win. And that's the type of competitor he is. Of course, you just want to be a little more mindful in those actions.
Well, the crowd getting behind their team. 13.9 seconds on the clock. That was a big time 3 from Dusha. It will all depend what happens here. Coach Lloyd Gardner has been in this situation many times.
Many times this year, many times in his career, and Surrey's starting to figure out how to win these games. You know, they've been on a 2-game winning streak. They've obviously come away with these wins against Plymouth 2 times already this season, and they're up to 6-13, and the improvement is there for Surrey.
Fans on their feet, ball advanced. Can Plymouth get the steal? Surrey get it in. They get it in to a sharpshooter by the name of Quinn Cooper.
Quinn Cooper is 90% from the line on the season. As you mentioned, there is one player on the Surrey Scorcher who's not playing, who is 100%, in Justin Robinson. So I guess they're playing their odds with that one. A little better odds right there.
I'll take that 10%. Shows that he's human, Quinn Cooper.
That's still not human. 90% is, this is not human.
As Cooper knocks down the first. That takes him to 7 points personal, 3 rebounds in this game. And the second will take him to 8 points and give Surrey Scorchers a 6-point lead. But with 12.4 on the clock, JT, this ain't over.
Not over yet, and if you're Plymouth, if you do score, you have to be smarter than to foul.
Here's Green.
Like,
that's a good shot attempt, but no good. Steele holds on. They'll dribble it out, and Surrey Scorchers make it 3-0 against the Plymouth City Patriots in yet another exciting contest. At the end of the first quarter, 22-21. At halftime, it was a 20-point lead for Surrey. The Plymouth City Patriots brought it all the way back to as many as a 1-point game before this final quarter closed out for a 5-point win overall for the Surrey Scorchers, or should I say 6-point win overall for the Surrey Scorchers. And your game MVP, JT?
Is Saquon Jameson right there. Monster tonight. Came away with the double-double. 15 points, 14 rebounds, 3 on the offensive glass, and 3 assists. We actually didn't mention his name a ton during the game, but coming into the game, we thought that this would be a battle of physicality. The Surrey Scorchers out-rebounded the bigger Plymouth Patriots 50-40, a big part because of Saquon Jameson. And that physicality was the reason that Surrey was able to set the tone early and hang on in the end, especially in that fourth quarter.
He even lost his shoe doing it, JT, and if you're willing to lose a shoe, then you're probably going to be your game MVP of the night for that one. As you can see, the Scorchers, they'll be happy with that victory, and we'll take a look very shortly at the standings and how that affects things. Don't forget, there is another game taking place at this moment in time between the B-Brawn Sheffield Sharks and the Bristol Flyers, and there's 39 seconds in the fourth quarter of that one. It's also a close game, a 5-point lead for the Sheffield Sharks. I have to say, though, tonight, we've definitely had the more entertaining game, JT.
Yeah, you know, just like we drew it up, we thought we'd have an entertaining one. Anytime these two teams get together, it's been exciting. Maybe sloppy at times, and both these teams have shown the ability to play well. For them, for both sides, I think it's just a consistency thing of running your offense, of being aggressive on defense, and doing that every night in, night out.
Well, we spoke about the rebounds, 50-40. What else stands out from you on the stat sheet right now?
You know, really just the rebounds. In the second half, I think Plymouth got back in the game down 20 at half. It was 11 assists to 2 turnovers for Surrey at the half. They ended the game with 16 turnovers. So 14, Plymouth, they have to find a way to capture that defensive tenacity, that defensive aggressiveness for a full 40 minutes, and this outcome might have been a little different than obviously 7 of 17 from the free throw line.
Free throws win games. We spoke about it. Look at that. Imagine making those free throws tonight. That would have been all the difference for them.
Yeah, definitely. Especially, you obviously lose by 6, but you know, 7 to 17 when it's 63 to 60. If you have those to 63 to 63 instead, it changes the way that you're playing the game, obviously. And that's something that Plymouth is going to have to shore up. Typically a decent shooting free throw team, but tonight was not their night.
Not their night. The Surrey Scorchers take victory 71-65 at the Surrey Sports Park. Abdul Mohammed with a dagger dunk, and there's the MVP getting rehabilitated right now. Well, JT, it's been a great night here at the Surrey Sports Park. A great victory for the Surrey Scorchers. Their fans will be over the moon to see the victory, but a lot needs changing for the Plymouth City Patriots, and hopefully a new addition, which I understand they're biding their time to bring in the right kind of body. Hopefully that will help them out.
Yeah, and I think, again, it's just consistency for them. You saw the potential. Surrey's a good team. Surrey's an improving team. They now just catapulted themselves into a playoff position for the time being. And, you know, Plymouth, they played with them in the second half. So, again, Mason Faulkner, those guys, Tyrell Green, have to capture that aggressiveness, that tenacity. And if you're Surrey and you're Dan Clark, I think you're happy. And Coach Gardner, you're happy with what you're seeing from guys like Cam Good and Patty Wang and the progress that they've made throughout the season.
Well, don't forget, there's more action tomorrow live here on the British Basketball League YouTube channel. The Manchester Giants, you're up next. Surrey Scorchers have got the win. Can you take the win against the Leicester Riders? I'll be here tomorrow taking you through that one. But now, I will see you next time. On behalf of myself and JT, have a good evening.